Before we start, just a quick note. I didn't add subtitles or voiceover to this video because YouTube now does it automatically. You can choose your language from the settings and watch with subtitles or even with voice translation. All right, let's get into the video. Welcome to English Podcast Academy. Hi, I'm Olivia. So glad you're here with me again. Every new lesson brings more confidence. And today we're learning a tense that sounds long, but feels simple once you hear it. You're in the right place. Here, now, with English Podcast Academy. Here's what's happening today. First, I'll guide you through 6 simple tips to master future perfect continuous tense. Then, you'll say real examples out loud with me. And finally, you'll hear a calm story where the tense appears naturally. Let's go. Tip 1. The basic form is will have been plus verb-ing. This structure is used when you want to talk about an action that will already have been happening for a certain amount of time in the future. You're not just saying something will happen. You're focusing on how long it will have been going on by that point. For example, I will have been working. That means at some future moment, you'll already have spent time working. Maybe hours, maybe days. She will have been studying. This tells us that she's not just going to study. She'll already have been studying for a while when that future time arrives. They will have been waiting. So when you arrive, they won't just be starting to wait. They will have already been sitting there, waiting, probably getting tired. This tense helps you show both the action and the time behind it. It's not just about what happens, it's about how long it's been going on. It's useful when you want to focus on the process and the effort that's been building up over time. So remember, the form is will have been, followed by a verb ending in ing. It's the perfect choice when you want to show the length of an action before a future moment. Tip 2. Add a time reference using for or by. When you use the future perfect continuous, it's really helpful to include a time reference. This shows how long the action will have been happening. It gives your sentence more meaning and makes the timing clear. You can say things like for 3 hours, by next year, or since morning. These expressions show the length or starting point of the action. Let's look at an example. By 10 o'clock, I will have been working for 5 hours. This means that when the clock hits 10, the work won't just be starting. You'll already have been working for a long time, since 5 o'clock in the morning. Here's another one. By next year, she will have been living in this city for a decade. That shows not just where she lives, but how long she's been there. For is used to show a total amount of time. For 2 weeks. For 6 months. For a long time. By tells us the deadline, the point in the future we are looking at. By Monday. By the time the movie ends. By the end of the day. Together, they help describe a full picture, when something started, how long it's lasted, and what point in the future you're thinking about. So remember, if you want your sentence to sound clear and natural, don't forget the time reference. It's the part that shows the length of the action, and it brings the sentence to life. Tip 3. The negative form is will not have been plus verb-ing. When you want to say that something will not have been happening for a certain amount of time in the future, just add not after will. That's it, simple and clear. For example, she will not have been sleeping. Maybe it's morning and someone thinks she just woke up. But you know she's been awake for a while, so you say this to correct them. Another one. We won't have been living there for long. You're talking about a future moment, maybe when someone visits you in your new place, and you want to explain that you're still kind of new in that area. This form is useful when you want to show that something wasn't going on for very long, or maybe it didn't happen at all, at least not for the amount of time people might expect. Here are a few more examples. He will not have been working there for a full year. They won't have been waiting that long. I won't have been studying all day. So, to make it negative, just say will not have been or won't have been, and then add the verb with ing. It's easy, and it works with every subject. Just one small word, not, and your whole meaning changes. Tip 4. To ask a question, start with will. When you want to check how long something will have been happening by a future moment, you can use the future perfect continuous in a question. Just start with will, then add the subject, followed by have been, and finish with the verb in the ing form. For example, will you have been waiting long? This means, at the time I arrive, will you already have been sitting there for a while? Another one. Will they have been working all day? You're asking if, by the time the day ends, their work will have already lasted many hours. This structure helps you ask about duration, not just if something happens, but how long it's been going on. It's useful when you want to show interest, concern, or curiosity about someone's situation. Here are a few more examples. Will she have been studying since morning? Will we have been living here for a year by then? Will he have been practicing long enough before the show? So, to ask a question in this tense, just follow the pattern. Will plus subject plus have been plus verbing. It's a great way to talk about time, progress, and future effort, all in one sentence. Tip 5. It's great for showing effort or process over time. The future perfect continuous is perfect when you want to highlight the time, energy, or dedication someone puts into something. It doesn't just show what will happen. It shows how long it's been happening and how much effort has gone into it. For example, I'll have been studying this book for a month. This tells us you've been focused, consistent, and committed. When that future moment comes, it won't be something new. It'll be something you've already been doing for a long time. Another one is, he'll have been exercising every day. That gives a strong picture of discipline and routine. It's not about one workout. It's about many days of showing up and doing the work. This tense is great when you want to show progress. By the end of this week, I'll have been preparing for 2 months. Next year, they'll have been running their business for 5 years. She'll have been training since January. It focuses on the journey, not just the result. It tells people, this didn't happen overnight. It took time, it took effort, and it will continue until that future moment arrives. So, when you want to highlight the process and the dedication behind something, the future perfect continuous is the right choice. It shows growth, it shows progress, and it shows how far you've come. Tip 6. Use it when the focus is on how long something has been happening. The future perfect continuous is all about duration. It's not just about what will happen. It's about how long that thing will have been happening by a certain point in the future. You're not focusing on the result. You're focusing on the time spent doing it. For example, they'll have been traveling for hours. This means that when you see them, or when they arrive somewhere, they'll already be tired because they've been on the road for a long time. Another one is, she will have been cleaning all morning. This tells us that by the time you talk to her, she'll already have been working hard for hours. You can almost picture the tired look on her face, the effort she's put in, and the time that's passed. Here are a few more examples. By 5 o'clock, he will have been studying for 6 straight hours. Next month, we'll have been living in this apartment for a full year. By the time the guests arrive, I'll have been cooking all afternoon. So when you want to shine a light on how long something has been going on, when that's the most important part of the sentence. This is the tense to use. It helps the listener feel the time, the energy, and the experience behind the action. Now say these out loud with me. Let's go. I'll have been working for 6 hours by noon. Will you have been waiting long? She will not have been living there for more than a year. We will have been studying for the test all week. He won't have been eating junk food anymore. Will they have been driving all day? Let's try again, slower. Dot. We will have been studying for the test all week. Will you have been waiting long? Nice job. Let's close with a simple story. Amir is flying home. By the time he lands, he will have been traveling for more than 15 hours. He'll have been sitting in airplanes, waiting in airports, reading books, and listening to music. His eyes will feel heavy, his legs a little tired, but his heart will be full. His mom will ask, "Was the flight hard?" And he'll smile and say, "I'm just glad to be home." The journey ends, but the effort is seen. You did the same by being here today. You've listened, learned, and stayed with it. And that matters. I'm Olivia, and I'm proud of you. Keep listening. Even 10 minutes a day makes a big difference. I'll see you in the next one.